Bro, trust me, bro. Pathaan only worked because they love Shah Rukh Khan, bro. Bro, trust me, bro. They faked all the collections, bro. Bro, they all bought all the tickets themselves and gave it for free, bro. But, bro, even the holes were still empty, bro. Trust me. Bro, it was a cheap ripoff of Mission Impossible, bro. Tom Cruise told me himself, bro. DM me on Insta, bro. Bro, trust me, bro.
है तजुर्बा हमें यारों ऐसी है बांध लूं मुझ पे वो
Hello everyone, this is Kabir Aditya and welcome to my new show where I analyze the box office performance of a film, if it'll be a hit or it won't work, and also when the film has already been released and decode why the film worked or didn't work, based on the creativity, technicality, also the financial and the marketing and the branding of the film itself. These are the few factors we'll be going over. Today we're going to decode why Pathaan, with Shah Rukh Khan, John Abraham, and Deepika Padukone, directed by Siddharth Anand and Yash Raj film banner, why this film was a humongous hit. Let's begin. So besides Shah Rukh Khan's fandom, I'm going to take that factor away and decode why Pathaan worked. Let's begin with the franchise itself, Yash Raj films. They have yet to deliver a film in the action genre which hasn't worked. Since Doom 1, when they started making action films, all of them have been blockbusters. Also, the combat scenes in the movie Pathaan were also mostly done by Shah Rukh Khan himself, giving it more raw authenticity and making it more enjoyable to watch on screen rather than having stunt doubles doing it and edited in a way where it looks like Shah Rukh Khan has done the stunts. The movie's editing. It was crisp, it was to the point, and I don't know anyone who watched the film wasn't glued to the screen. People from all different ages and men and women both couldn't get their eyes off of the film. It was a very well edited film. There was not a single scene where you would get bored, even if there were a few logical elements that didn't make sense. I mean, come on, it's a high budget action movie. Even Hollywood makes mistakes in those films, logical errors in the plot line. But because people know it's an over the top action high budget film, they tend to ignore those little illogical elements in the film. They overlook it. Also, the movie wasn't interrupted by random songs, people breaking into dances, except that one Deepika Padukone's introduction song, Besharam Rang. And that too was the proper setup of a plot point that was moving the story forward. It wasn't like it seemed a bit random, but it still moved the story forward how the song progressed. The release of the film. Pathaan also released just after the New Year's, where people want to watch a entertaining film on big screen. And there weren't many major releases around it, including the Hollywood ones in India, giving it less options for people to go and have fun. So Pathaan became an only option. And eventually, it was actually a fun film to watch, in my opinion, despite a few logical points, which again get ignored. The one factor people don't look at, it had a bigger overseas territory than most films. In Russia, the Bollywood movies haven't released, I believe, since Raj Kapoor or Mithun Chakrabarti sir's times. Maybe Sita Gita, and it was that era, like during Soviet Union. After that, there weren't many Bollywood films that were released over there. Pathaan was the one that started that trend. So bigger overseas territory, and I've got to know that they're going to be releasing it China, Japan, and Latin America, making it even broader market for the film. More money. Also, there was a masterstroke with that Arabic version of the title song. People don't know that in Arab countries, people love Shah Rukh Khan and Salman Khan. However, the Arabic version of the song gave it a little bit more flavor to them. I know people who were dancing in cinema halls in these Arab countries. I've got to know people who watched the film in Dubai itself, and Abu Dhabi and Qatar and everywhere. And the locals were dancing and enjoying it in the cinema halls. Imagine the scenes. So that was one of a bit of a masterstroke in terms of how the movie was marketed, where he knows he can capitalize on his fan following. Also, curiosity. There was a lot of controversy with the songs, the colors, the religion issues. Most people had no idea what the controversy was. And then there was Shah Rukh Khan's golden silence. And then there was golden silence by everyone from the team. There was barely any publicity. There was barely any press conferences. They were barely going to shows to promote the film. They let the buzz do the talking. So that made people more curious. Also, when they refused to change the title, they stuck to it. So people were curious that maybe it's not their fault. We don't know what the controversy is. Let's just go and see what happens. What is so wrong in the film? What was the main controversy about? People flung in huge numbers and had a baller of a time, let me tell you that. I mean, it was like a massive celebration on screen, seeing Shah Rukh Khan after 4 years and just enjoying being nostalgic about their stars that they loved watching as they grew up, and lots of other factors of the film as well. Lastly, the spy universe. Nobody knew War and the Tiger series would be humongous hits. This was the perfect right film where they created the story in a way which connected all the other films. Not only connected the previous films, it opened a gateway to more films within this spy universe. That establishing the universe itself is a great idea because people love watching when lots of other films are connected to each other, especially with bigger multi-star cast films and entertaining films. Marvel hasn't been great lately since Avengers Infinity War. Endgame, sorry. Endgame was the last film. After that, Marvel hasn't been doing that well. So people wanted something refreshing, but the idea of universe is very, very appealing to the audience nowadays. They love watching a film that is connected and hoping that there will be a grander film that connects all the films and all the characters come together. And there's people can think about how a story should go. People can make theories. People can discuss, analyze what could be done, what should be done. Should it have a spin-off story of the villain? Should it have another sequel when there's a civil war itself? So all of those people love watching it within this spy universe, and just generally nowadays. Um, it's also safer for the filmmakers and the production houses itself because they can bank on the previous success. So if one film doesn't work as well as they expected, they can make a new film, learn from the mistakes, and improve on it. And it will more likely work because people know that it's connected to the other films. So out of that curiosity, people would automatically go watch it. It's safer for the actors, it's safer for the producers and their money, and the filmmakers themselves. So that's one of the reasons they created this universe, which is one of the reasons why Pathaan was a huge hit. He still made movies before that. Jab Harry Met Sejal and Zero didn't work. If it was Shah Rukh Khan's that popular, why didn't they work? They weren't that bad of a film. But people didn't find it that appealing. Why did Pathaan work? Well, I just listed you so many other factors besides Shah Rukh Khan's fandom that made it work. It had all the right ingredients to be a huge blockbuster that it already is. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Cheers, guys.